time of the week again. Prepare yourself for the surveyors of sauce, the sultans of spaghetti, the whispers in your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What's Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Alex and Jacob.
How does one look crispy?
Dude, just like looking soggy, you know?
It's a different word, bro.
Soggy and crispy are like opposites, right? Yeah, they would be opposites. They'd be the opposite.
Crispy, I feel like it was like you've showered, your hair's all like nice, you've trimmed your face, you wearing like a kind of like a nice suit, whereas like what was the other word you said?
Soggy.
Soggy, yeah, like you look wet, your hair looks wet and greasy. You probably haven't showered in a couple of days.
How's mine look? Can you see it?
You look soggy most of the days.
Okay. Well, that's good, though. I guess I keep it consistent, so.
I mean, your hair looks a little dry. Your pores look a little... They need some exfoliation.
I mean, like, it's 1720p, so I don't know if... Or 720p, so I don't know if you can see my pores.
1720.
Yeah, it's 1720p. It's before the pharaohs were born and stuff.
The who?
Pharaohs, dude. Dude, that's... Man... How long ago were the pharaohs? That's what I gotta ask myself, really, when you boil it down. Like,
I mean, it was BC, right? It was BC stuff.
Pharaohs. If I could spell.
Whoa! I just disappeared. You said that was wild.
Yeah, you're always like it's that green screen, dog. It's just like
Well, here I'll change it.
Change it whatever
all
you
the
want
people.
To, really. All the people watching right now. We had 15 viewers, so I think that we're internet famous now.
Yeah, how's that? Is that better?
It's too much. It's too much, man. You just flashbanged everybody watching this in bed.
That's fine. Whatever.
Pharaohs, 1353 BCE.
That's what I said. BC.
It's like okay. This is my thing. This is my conspiracy theory. My hill to die on here, right? There's barely any remnants left aside from the Sphinx or whatever and the pyramids. Really big objects that they built. Like, there's barely any evidence left of like ancient Egyptians, ancient aliens, whoever you think built the pyramids, right? And that's just from 5,500 years or so, right? You have to be turned into a literal
talking
rock.
specifically Egypt? Because there's all sorts of civilizations.
Yeah, but I mean, bottom line being like that, like it's millions of years ago, right? So you have to be turned into a rock to be preserved throughout history. So my thing is like, if there were an ancient civilization, right?
There was
40, 50, even like that's at 40, 50,000 years ago. I don't think that we would have any remnants of that civilization.
I mean, we have dinosaurs.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but dinosaurs had to be like, they got buried under the ground and turned it into rock. If it's like an ancient civilization that blasted themselves to obliterate.
They find dinosaurs, I mean, they're underground, yeah, but they're preserved, but they're not like in a rock formation. They're just in like mud, dirt.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I guess it's fair. I don't know, man. I just feel like we just have no concept of time. Maybe I don't. I can't even fathom how long ago 5,000 years ago was, like with the pharaohs.
You can't even like comprehend that like you were in high school almost 15 years ago.
Dude, that's crazy to me. Wait, no, it was way more than 15 years ago. It was 20 years ago I was in high school, right? Oh wait, no, that'd be
you were
15.
in grade school 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years
I was a
ago.
freshman in high school 20 years ago.
Damn, dude, I forget that you're older than me sometimes because I'm so mature, and so
because I'm way wiser and more established and
I'm so mature
and
you're so immature. You're always acting like a child, which makes me think that I'm just so much older than you. Is what it is. So.
Yeah, me, lover of Rick and Morty and Borderlands humor because I'm so childish. So
I mean, I think that my humor is just so more like evolved. It's more
so more evolved.
And I just have this way of speaking that just prevails intelligence and elderly. Like I get told all the time like I'm an old spirit, like I'm just an old spirit all the time.
I think you want to be. I think you want to get to that point, and you want to be perceived as that way. But I think your fucking adolescence just like is so powerful
Who's to
that
say, man?
it just seeps out through your pores, and it's just like, look at me, dick and fart jokes.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Is I don't know at what point I'm supposed to start feeling like an adult, right?
Whenever. When did you feel like an adult?
I haven't.
I mean, you say that, but you do.
I
I mean,
guess I don't know.
you
Whenever
pay
I have to like
bills.
be a parent, but
You
even
have
then, I feel
you have
like if I was
children.
to like walk out in public and like people be like, "Oh, is these your little brothers? You got little brothers running around?" I'm like, "No, dude."
No one's ever said that.
I get accused that all the time. Like, "Hey, these are
No
your
one
little
has ever
brothers.
said that
You're so
once because you
young
don't look that
and
young.
vibrant and beautiful." I'm just like, dude, just stop it. Stop. I wish people would do that to me more. Honestly, that'd be cool. More compliments.
More as in once.
Yeah, that would be more. That'd be nice. Somebody throw me a compliment every now and then. You know.
Yeah.
But
Look.
what are you repping today? You the Macho Man? Dude, it's such a nice shirt. It really is. It's a really cool shirt. And
Purple is not normally a color I would rock, but like I love this shirt. It's so comfortable.
it looks good on you, man. Purple's a good color for you.
I found a shirt that I want, but I can't adjust the logo on it or like the image. I can't adjust the graphic.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why it's placed the way it is, but I want to move it. So like it's a super fucking cool shirt. It's a Goose Rider. So instead of Ghost Rider, it's literally a
That's
flaming
pretty good.
goose, right?
What's wrong with the graphic though? Is it like
So it's like in the center. So it's like it would be from my belly button to my sternum rather than like further up here. Like on my
yeah,
shirt, it like starts like right here.
yeah,
And because the flame goes like up here.
yeah? It'd
But
be kind
like
of
if you
weird having like a low.
I still kind of might order it, from T Public. Shout out T Public. Oh my god, that screwed
Damn,
that up.
dude, you nailed it. If we have ads, dude, you're fucking crushing it. You're crushing the ad
Shout out
reads.
to T Public. Go visit our merch store. We haven't sold
Yeah.
a shirt in like 8 months, so
Hey,
that's fun.
economy's hard, dude. Economy's
There's a
tight
sale
right
like
now.
twice a month. It's always the emails are hilarious because it's like you're gonna miss out on the big sale ever. And it's like
It's-
it's 30% off
You have
all
an
the
email
time.
from 2 days ago where they said the same thing. Like it's a
All
new
the time, it's
sale.
30% off.
Yeah.
I don't tell you.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Speaking of missing out, and like being an adult, you're
Mhm.
talking about. I do. You know, I've always been older than the people I keep company with, and maybe that's why I keep company with people like you because you make me feel
Mm.
younger.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'll take it as a compliment.
No, thank you. I'll give it to you as a compliment. No, I mean I just had to because my dad was over here and he needed help with like Bluetooth.
Oh my
Okay.
god, dude, that's such an. Oh, you're gonna out your dad right now. That's harsh.
But the whole point of that was that Zoe was playing with a friend, and I was just like, bro, I was just like, she's incapable of entertaining herself. She cannot do it. She does not know how to do it. She's just not built that way. She craves like constant attention, and as part of it has to, deal with the way that children are raised now. They've always got an iPad. They always have access to something. But like, with me, only child, only parent. I had to find ways to entertain myself, and he was just like, he even told Christine, he was like, yeah, he's like, you give him a couple of like wrestling figures, like some snacks, a drink, and like throw a movie on, I wouldn't see him for hours because that was me, bro. Like I could, and I'm still that way. I don't, and maybe that's why that a lot of times when I make plans with people, I just do it. Like, it was like I remember a couple years ago when me, Christina, Ian, April, and then a mutual friend of ours, Brian, we all went to the Thursday night game in
Mhm.
Cincinnati. I ended up just buying my tickets because I was like not waiting or whatever it was, or maybe it was Atlanta. I don't know, whatever it was. There was a situation where like everybody had planned on going to this game, and I was just like, I'm not waiting on people.
Yeah.
Because multiple reasons why, but I've always just sort of done my own thing, and it's like, oh, if you want to join me, you can, but like I don't cancel plans because somebody else doesn't follow through.
Which is like, yeah, that's
You
important. I think I always follow through too. It's a
you've
really
never once. No, that's not true. You do.
nah.
You've
I
gotten
mean, I
you've
just
gotten
have
much better since we become friends.
and also like I think I have an issue. Like if there's the slightest bit of convenience, it's
Inconvenience?
inconvenience, the slightest bit of inconvenience, and I'm like, I can't do it, dude. I'm out. Sorry. I fucking tripped and fell, busted my knee. I can't do this. I can't go somewhere, you know. But
I think it's just
hey,
you have like a bit of like fear of the
going,
outside world.
yeah, going anywhere, yeah.
But all that to say is, I've always been a bit of an older soul. I've always had to deal with problems that I was probably too young to deal with growing up, you know, and it is part of it, it's whatever. But God, it was like 2 weeks ago, man. I was like clearing, I came home. It might have been that day that, uh, I went to go see Gail,
Yeah,
and I
maybe.
came home, and then like Christina was like clearing out a bunch of stuff, and then Zoe was cleaning up a bunch of stuff, and I was just like,
I'll
"Fuck
jump
yeah,
on this
let's go!"
train. Yeah,
I was
hell
like,
yeah.
"Let's go!" I'm going upstairs, and like I literally went into the attic. I don't. Do you call that? Would it be called an attic? Because an attic will have an attic.
That's like what is an upstairs crawl space? What would that be
It's
considered?
not a crawl space. It's a like It's big enough that you think I can turn it into a fucking room.
Dude, I wish you would let me, but you never do. You know, you just
You gonna
well,
pay for it?
no, dude. I'll do
Then
the
I'm not.
labor. I'm the labor, dude. I don't have to pay for it. You provide the materials, I do it for you.
Anyways, it's a storage. It's
Oh,
a
it's a
storage.
storage container. Yeah,
No, it's not a container. I mean, I guess a house is a container. You know, it'd be a
yeah.
tank
It's a
building.
people container. Yeah, houses are just people
Um,
containers.
but it's a storage adjacent, right?
It's like
Anyways,
a storage closet. There we go, like a mop closet.
but it's bigger than a closet. Is the problem?
It's like if you had two Harry Potters as like orphaned Harry Potters, and you tossed them, you could fit two in there at least. Actually, probably like five or six. Yeah, now that I think about it.
You could fit you could turn it into a bedroom. It'd be a long, narrow bedroom,
It has to
but
have a
like you could.
closet to be a bedroom, though. I think is what
Says who?
the government. I don't know. I don't know who make the fucking rules.
But what if you turn the closet into a bedroom?
You gotta have a
What
closet
if
in
you
the
turn the
closet.
closet? What if you turn a closet into an office? Is it still a closet?
No, it's an office now.
Thank you.
Because there's no
Make sure to
like
tell my wife that, because she likes to say this thing. She's like, "Well, it doesn't matter," because when I was redoing it, right? I know I'm going off on a
does an
tangent here,
office
but
have to have a window though? Is another question.
no, because people have offices in the below, right? Underneath, like,
Oh, it's like a
sub.
cell. Yeah, like a jail cell or a prison
What
cell.
makes an office an office?
That's a fair question. I'm gonna go Google this while you're talking though.
But anyway, she's like, "It doesn't matter what you do in there. It's just a closet." I'm like, "It's not a fucking closet."
Yeah, you've
She's
done
like,
so much work in there. It's not a closet anymore.
I'm like, "It's not a." I was like, "It was a closet. Yes, we'll agree, but it's not a closet anymore." And she's like, "Still a closet." And now she's just doing it just to do it.
Okay, so the term closet is defined by the building code as a small room, chamber, or room or chamber used for storage. So theoretically, if you're not storing things in there anymore, it's no longer a
But
closet.
you, okay, so then that would be a storage closet. But like when you say closet, it's implied that it's small, right?
You got walk-in closets. Those are pretty big. That's what I would call it. I would call that room in your. That's a
A
walk-in
storage,
closet.
so it's a walk-in storage closet.
So hell yeah, dude.
Hey,
Why
let's
not?
go. We got there. Anyways, whole point of that, I know that that was a bit of a left turn there. They were cleaning downstairs, and I was like, well, I have redone the pasta house, and then I needed to clear out some stuff, and I made a rule is like, if it's not on display, it goes away, right? And so like I've been like slowly. The room's not done yet because I'm waiting to fill out some stuff here. But anyways, I was going through some boxes, right? So
Hmm.
notoriously, when I was 18 years old and I moved to Cookville to go to college, I all the money, that graduation money, like I saved, I put it in my account, and then like I sold like a shit ton of stuff. I mean, like I basically, if I didn't take it with me, like I took my like 360, my game consoles. I took some comic books, and I actually sold a ton, which is like, fast forward almost 15 years later, and I start collecting comics again, like single issues.
Yeah.
Um, and I sold I just sold like almost everything. And I think there was like two or three boxes that survived my dad's multiple moves when I left, because he left. or he like moved out because we were talking in the group chat the other day. I moved a lot. Like I moved a lot. The house I live in now at 34 and a half, almost 35 years old, is the longest place I've ever been in like for one amount of time. I've been here for 7 years. Um, and it's like when my dad like moved to Phoenix and then like moved back anyway.
Hmm.
So there's like
Hmm.
these 2 or 3 boxes of shit, and like it kept and then my grandpa finally got tired of like holding all of our shit, and he's like, "Here, I will bring this to you." So then like he brought it down when I moved into this house, I think, and it was my old trophies, my sports trophies.
Yeah, like I understand having them is like sentimental value, but
Mm-hmm. I had like
no.
I had trophies, racing
Dude, when
plaques
I was a kid, those
from
were like super
when I
important, like
yeah, when I
trophies.
raced motocross. All I had them all I had them all hung up. I had like yearbooks. I had my cap and gown. I mean, like we're talking yearbooks from like, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way through, like all my yearbooks. I know episode 100 we went through our senior year yearbooks and did that.
Yeah, that was fun. That
Um,
was a fun experience for both of us. Yeah, we had a lot of memories. A lot of people liked us. We were very well loved as kids.
it was so cringe for you. Um,
It's a good time.
but then there was this other stuff. Like I found an old astronomy notebook from college. I'm like, why'd I have this? And it
Yeah.
was like a research paper that I had turned in on the Drake equation, and
Oh,
like
nice. You were talking about Drake back in the day then. Yeah,
and then I was
nice.
like looking at it, and I'm like, ugh,
You were
like,
ahead of the curve.
well, I'm not saying that like I'm like super like articulate and that like I'm a good writer or anything, but like reading that paper
Hmm.
in like 2024, I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This paper is awful. And I found some old doodles. They're not my doodles, is the thing. I think they're my friend Charlie Kiss's like doodles. I think he came to my house one time when I lived in Cookville and like was doodling on a paper because there's like a moon night that he had done.
Better keep
But I was
that though,
just
just in case he does end up famous, you know? I'm just saying.
yeah, I mean, but all that to say is like I was like, do I need this? Found an old photo album with like I took a couple of pictures out of it, put it to the side.
But then it's like,
Um,
what are you gonna do with those pictures? You know, it's like, oh, okay.
well,
I guess you
this was
need
like
something whenever you
well,
die,
this is
you
like
know?
pre social media. So like there was the I sent it in the group chat where I was like, it was a picture of me like playing with my wrestling figures. I was
Oh,
like
that's right.
deep,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then I found pictures of like my dogs and cats and just like that. Then it's like for some reason I decided to because it was when I worked at CVS, not CBS, not the television station.
Yeah, back
Uh,
when you were a news reporter, like
when
as
I
a
worked at
kid.
CVS, I had to learn. I'm going to date myself. I had to learn to develop film, like
Like in the
Polaroid.
water bath, or is it like?
No, this is the big machine that was behind the.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have
And
to
you
go to
get
like the
you had a
dark
roll of film.
room
People,
and like,
no,
okay,
people would give it to me, and I developed their film. So like it was the whole thing. I was like, oh, I can develop my own film. I'm such a cool dude.
okay. Hey,
Uh,
real quick aside. Like whenever you're developing films, you see any boobies?
if we did, we had to throw them away. It was company policy.
That's such horseshit. That's my pictures, dog. You can't like I'm bringing them to you to develop, and you're gonna say, no, throwing them in trash.
I never came across any, but there were some that were very close.
And also, I would just, I don't know, man. Okay, yeah, if you're doing something nefarious with like Polaroid cameras, because that was back in the day. You
It
remember,
wasn't a
like,
Polaroid though.
but I mean, like, just
Polaroid's the one where you take
yeah.
pictures
But
and
I'm just saying, have if you did something nefarious on like a camera with like film, and you took that film, why would you take it to somebody? You're developing that yourself, right? Isn't that how
yeah, I mean
maybe
maybe.
BTK got caught like that? I don't know if I'm getting my he's a serial killer or whatever.
I know
But,
who he
okay,
is.
so sure, I don't want to mansplain who BTK is to you, whatever. But
But anyways, I'm going through all this stuff and I was like 3 boxes worth of stuff. And then there was like, I have a tendency, I'm not a hoarder, but like I'm very organized, but I have a tendency to keep boxes. Like if I open up like an action figure or a statue or whatever, like I have a tendency to keep boxes. And that
mm,
comes in handy sometimes when I decide like I don't want this anymore. You can get like a little bit of extra like return or like if you're selling something on eBay and you have it in a box, it looks a little bit better. There's some things that like I know I'm never going to sell until I'm dead. somebody else will sell it. So like I don't know why I'm keeping the box, but like anyways. So I got rid of a bunch of stuff that I know that like if I sell them, I'm just selling them as they are. I'll probably just take them to McKay's or some shit. Like they're not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was like, I'm throwing all this shit away. I'm throwing all this shit away.
Hell
I'm throwing
yeah,
all my
dude.
trophies away. I don't fucking need it. I don't
Yeah,
fucking need all these yearbooks. I kept one. I kept my senior year yearbook. That's the only one I kept.
I'm with you,
But like
man. I dig it.
I threw it all away. Like I literally just like threw my childhood away.
And it's my state of mind is that like yeah, you can say that I'm gonna regret it, and maybe I will, but I'm probably not gonna remember it enough to like regret throwing it all away. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, oh darn, I should have thrown it all away, because I don't.
Have you ever
Out of sight, out of
thrown
mind.
something away or sold something that you regretted and you're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have sold that?
Uh, no,
Or
because I have no regrets. I
no
don't regret
regrets?
things, no regrets. I'm just joking. I have lots of regrets, but the whole point is like, no, I don't, because I don't. My frame of mind is that like, okay, I threw it away. Shit, nothing I can do about it now. There's no reason to sit there and like worry about or like be upset at the fact that I threw it away and I could have used it. So because I just got to get rid of it. I hoard too much shit as it is. If I toss it, you know, it's gone, out of sight, out of mind. If I come around and I
Yeah.
need it, like, oh shoot, darn it, I guess I have to buy another one now. Like, you know what I mean? So unless it's like a PlayStation, I'm not gonna go buy. Shoot, you know. I think Shelby has an
Yeah.
old PlayStation.
There's
2
been a
somewhere.
couple times where I've sold like a console to help fund the next console. And then like later on down the road, I'm like, I wish I would have kept that. I mean, I still have my original Xbox. And like another one, I was like, I found my 360. And I'm just like, I don't like, do I need this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need it. I'm not gonna get anything for it. Is the thing. So like, I'm in a like, I don't want to throw it away, but like, do I
Yeah.
take it to McKay's and get like $10 for it?
That's
I
the thing.
mean, it's
I don't know, man, because they
better than
sell that
nothing.
old shit for like a lot of money. Like you like, so I.
Yeah,
But
I
then again,
mean,
maybe they're only paying you like pennies on the dollar, and then they go and turn it for like three, four
but
hundred
I guess at the
dollars.
end of the day, it's like if they can give me $10 credit as opposed to just like it's setting in my walk-in closet.
But
I
it's like
guess
you were
it's
saying the
better.
other day too, is that anytime you go to get trade in, right? It's like you're just exchanging shit for more shit that you'll get later on.
Yeah, but I mean, it does help sometimes where like there's been a couple times where we take that credit and like Zoggy will pick out a book or two or something like
Oh yeah,
that.
that's what we used our credit for. We
Um,
we bought the kids a bunch of like just random shit. So
yeah, I will sometimes buy a movie.
hell yeah, dude. Fucking
Took
that's.
a road trip
I think
today.
that's probably
Um,
like one of like 5 times you've yawned on the podcast. So
Dude, lately, just been exhausted, man. I drove a lot today. I'll talk about that some other time. Um, but yeah, dude, I don't have any real regrets about it. I'm just like, yeah, like how many times have I wanted, other than like specifically for this podcast, and we did that senior year yearbook. How many times have you looked at your yearbook since you were a senior in high school?
never.
One time.
Oh yeah, for the podcast that was it. But I
Yeah,
don't take into
one
account
time.
that because it's
So then
like
it's like, okay,
had we not done it for content, I would have never picked it back up again. Like I don't even.
so like I don't need it. So and then
I
how
think I
I don't
already threw the book away. I was like, the reason I keep it, you know.
Yeah, I kept mine just for like I showed Zoe and she was like enthralled at what I looked like then as opposed to what I look like now. Um, she was just like, I can see your chin, you know. But it was, I don't know. It felt good. Like it felt real good. And
Yeah, dude.
I've got quite a bit more space. I reorganized boxes and stuff because it was
Now
dude,
you
it was
got
just
more room for more things.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Now I do have a whole wall to play with over here and a part of a wall over here. I know what I'm gonna do
Mm.
to one of them. I may end up doing it to the one right when you walk in the door, which leaves this whole wall free. So, um, as far as that, man, like it's felt good. I got rid of a thing that I'd had for a while, and like it was a really cool statue, like it really was. But
Mm.
then I'm like, I don't, I don't want it anymore. And then like once my brain sort of severs that connection with like a collectible or something, that's it. Like there's no coming back.
It's that Toy Story meme where he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
When he's dropping Woody in the trash can, but they just
Sort
put,
of. I mean, there's
you know,
like there are things like if you had to like if you like put a gun to my head and you're like you've got to sell all this stuff, sort of thing. but you can keep 5 things. Like it would be very hard to do, but I could probably do it. But there are a lot of things that I've got it narrowed down
Just
now.
telling you have to sell it. Like, are you giving the guy the money, or
No,
is he
it's
just
just-
getting it? I mean, because if that's the case,
I've
it's
got
like,
it.
hey, I'll sell it all. If you just have it, dude, I don't know why you got to threaten me. Like, oh no.
The whole point is I think I've got it down to there's not really anything I'm willing to part with now.
All right, yeah.
I've parted with most of it. If like 95% of things that I don't want are gone. And
Yeah.
they maybe like I might like find something one day and like who knows, I might just be like I don't want these anymore and then I don't know, but I it took a while, man. It took me a couple weeks to just be like do I want this? Like do I see a future in 10 years that I'll still have this? If the answer is no, then it was gone. I
And
got
that
rid of
takes
it.
a
And then
lot, you know. It takes a lot
well,
of courage.
I think not to get into psychology class here, but I think part of it is, I grew up not having a lot and I cherished the things that I had. Like I really did. I wasn't one of those kids that always was like, oh, what I have is not enough. Like I did appreciate and like everything that I was able to get because like it was hard for my dad to like provide for stuff on a single parent income. We were on food stamps for crying out loud, but I think as I got older and then I got rid of all that stuff that I like childhood stuff. And then like, as I've got more disposable income, I've started to like reacclimate or not reacclimate, but reacquire comics that I had, new comics that I couldn't afford that I can get now. I've got complete sets of like toys and box, like, dumb shit, right? Stuff I don't need, but like they all sort of like mean something in some way or another. But I think that because of that, I have a hard time letting go of stuff, but I don't sort of dilly dally. Like I said, once I sever that connection of emotional attachment or whatever it is, it's gone. Like
See
it's gone.
that feeling you have right there, though. That's how I feel about anything that I can't see anymore. It's like that connection. If I don't talk to it daily, if it's not there in front of me, like I'm just like, hey, and then I feel bad whenever I get brought, they like, at a random out of the blue, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that thing now. Like, damn, should
like
talk
if
to that.
that thing I got you for Christmas, that Elden Ring thing, if you got rid of it, I would be like,
Oh no,
okay.
it's still back there. I don't know if you can
No,
see.
I know that. I know it's back there. I'm just
It's back
saying.
there. I got
Right.
a lot of the stuff at McKay's actually. Now that I think about it, so.
Yeah, but like, do you have any sort of attachment other than like this was cool? I had credit. It didn't cost me anything.
No,
Like,
I could drop
how
it in a
much-
heartbeat.
like-
Probably the thing that I have the most attachment to, aside from like the baby pictures, obviously, would probably be the big guy in the middle there, because that's
When your son got you.
that's the one he got me just out of the blue. It's pretty
Do you
sick.
still have that Naruto that I got you that one
Yeah,
time?
dude. Oliver was playing with it the other morning, so
And the Iron Man comic I got you, and the Polar
yeah, it's up there,
Destroyer.
dude. Yeah, dude, it's all up there, dude. I don't know if you can see it, but it's.
Look at you. Now the problem.
I
Like,
even had
you're
that
running out of-
Naruto box of candy that I have, so that you got me.
Did
that
you
one.
ever eat it?
Oh yeah, I ate all of it, dude. You kidding me? It's candy.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, it's good. I love Asian treats, man. I love Asian candies. I love anything from not here. It's delicious. I went to
Anything
that
from
Asian
not
market the
here.
other day. God, man, I
I
love
can't
it.
go
Dude.
in there, bro.
I know, like, and that's the thing. My kids are both like, "What's that smell, dude? It smells bad in here." I'm like, "Bro, let's be respectful. First of all, just because it's not part of our culture doesn't mean it's bad or it stinks or whatever. It's just something we're not used to, you know."
Yeah, that's subjective.
I like to be respectful when I'm in somebody
You
else's.
ain't never been respectful in your life, bro.
I'm respectful all the time. If I don't know you, you're probably gonna get the most respect out of me because I don't want you to stab me. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything to get me stabbed, but that's so cool, man. I just love stuff that we don't get here on a daily basis. It's so fun.
I get that. I understand that, and it's so weird because like you literally won't travel anywhere to get that feeling.
No, I'll get it right here. Why would I travel if I can get it literally in the city? Just drive to
Because
the
it's not-
city.
It's not the same. Also, it's a town, not a city.
Bro, if they are importing it from the place that it would be sold, and it's an Asian market shop, it's
You're the same fucking person who'd be like, "Well, I watched somebody walk for 20 minutes in Philadelphia. I've been." It's not the same.
What do you want me to
Sorry,
say?
bro.
Like, yeah, it's
It's not the same. Well, listening to a book's the same as reading it.
Okay, now that you're gonna get me heated with because that is the
Not.
exact same thing.
No,
Like
it's not.
it's the
It's a
exact same
different
thing.
skill, bro. It's
It
a
is
different
the
skill.
exact
One
same
requires
thing.
your ears.
Oh
One
my god,
requires
dude,
your
you're gonna
eyes.
I'm gonna get heated, dude. I'm gonna start
Well,
throwing
get
fists.
fucking heated.
Some people can't read. Okay, some people don't have the mental capacity to sit down and read, and so they need somebody to read it to them. But the fact is like the words are still being read, and I'm still
Okay.
comprehending
No,
them
no,
the
no,
same
no.
way,
You're getting
if
hung
not
up on
better.
the end.
Audiobooks are better than reading because you can get the inflection of how the author is like how it's supposed to be said. You can get the tone of how things are going. Audiobooks are
I'm not
better.
debating that the end result is the same thing. You're still getting the story fed into your brain.
Yeah.
It is the device or the conduit in which the story is being delivered. Is it being delivered via your ears or is it being delivered via your eyes? Those are two different fucking things.
They all get to the brain the same way.
Getting jerked off and having sex are two different things.
I
Same
mean-
result. Same results.
That one, I'll side with you a little bit, but at the same time,
No, I'm right. You know I'm right.
but then what would you consider if you're having sex with a robot? Right? Is that sex?
Then you're getting into a whole like a weird like AI thing.
But I'm just saying, if my hand,
end of-
if my hand is a simulated vagina, and I'm having sex with a
Well,
simulated
your
vagina,
hand- No.
well, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
If I
Because
lube my
your
hand, up, if I get like peanut butter in there, if I get
how do
like
you
miso
fucking
soup in there,
jerk?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm putting in my hand, but if it's the same, lubrication as I put in the sex doll, right? That I
But it's
feel
not meant
like.
to. But that's not meant. Have you ever been? I mean, you've had sex.
Have I
at
ever had
least
sex
twice.
Have I ever had sex with a sex doll? No, I haven't ever had sex with a sex doll.
That's not what that was. I was just.
They're
saying
too
in
expensive.
general.
First off, second, I don't know if I would. I don't know.
You need that. You need that one. You need the. You know.
Is it like the one from like the sperm donation banks? Is it just like one of those the ones you get ads for every time? Like it's like this jerk off
What
robot.
ads are you getting
It's
from?
like well, like I read manga on a shady website to begin with, and so it's like
Oh.
here's
So
this-
you don't pay for the thing that you like.
no, you can't get it here. Where am I supposed to get that?
Oh, I thought it was the same thing.
Where am I supposed to? No, where am I supposed to get? I mean, talking about manga. I don't know. I'm not talking about sex. Like I'm talking about manga. It's
Go
like
to
a
the
huge
fucking
disconnect.
books. Go to the
They
fucking
don't sell.
bookstore.
They don't sell manga. Like, okay, they do sell manga.
Yes, they do.
That is a misnomer on my part. Yes, they do sell manga, but it is not
There's an
the
entire
chapters that I
fucking
need.
wall.
There's not the chapters I need. There's not the volumes I need. It's always like, oh, I've got like 6, 7, and 8 over here, but I need 1, 2, and 3. I can't jump into the middle of a manga. That's stupid.
Well, Amazon exists too.
And then it costs money, dude. Why would I?
Yeah,
why
that's
would
what
I
it
pay
boils down
for
to. Is
it?
you're a cheap fuck who won't spend any
Why
money.
would I pay for it if I can get it for free?
Okay, Joker.
You see, the thing is, I don't know. That's my best Joker impression. That's all you're getting.
It's
So,
terrible.
so the thing is, it's my Heath Ledger. I gotta lick my lips more than. The thing is,
So my wife decided to send you a Snapchat the other day.
yeah, dude. Can you tell me what happened? I mean, no. Okay, I will say before we get into it, in your whole defense, not because we're bros, not because we're best friends, those boxes that they come in look exactly the same. Like I know exactly what you were trying to buy, and I know what you bought. And she sent me the snap of it, and I was like, because she told me about it, right? She was laughing like this
Fucking
guy.
thought it was the funniest thing ever.
This guy, you know what he did? And then she was snapping me about it, and then she sent me the picture of the box, and I was like, well, to be fair, they are the exact same box. The only thing different
not-
is like the
No,
the
they're not.
titles.
They're not the same. There's one key difference.
If you saw
other
them
than
side
like,
by
the
side,
letter.
you would have made the same mistake, dude. I am there
Okay.
with you.
All right, so not to bury the lead here. So this is like a month ago. There was like, this was before we went on our anniversary trip, like post Canada. There was like a string of events where I would go to the grocery store, and I don't know if it was just like a mental lapse in my head or if like they didn't stock the shelves correctly or if I just missed, whatever. Like, I would grab the strawberry and banana Cheerios, but the thing that I purchased was not strawberry and banana Cheerios. It was like fucking cinnamon Cheerios. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I know I grabbed these, right? And it was like,
That's
okay,
the
one,
hardest feeling too, man.
so like one time's a mistake. Okay, whatever. I'll eat them. And then like, I grab the Dr. Pepper zero sugar, which is what she drinks. And then I get like diet. And it's like, I know I grabbed the right thing, right? So like it's a string of those sort of things for like a week or like not even a week. It was a couple of weeks where those things were happening. I said those really weird. I don't know why. Sorry.
Those things.
I said those.
Those things.
Like
are
fucking
happening.
Philly. I can't do a Philly accent.
I'm walking it. You know.
No. But anyways, I was like, we got two dogs, and if you have dogs, you have dogs. You got dogs,
Mhm. They got
and
the
so
dog smell. Yeah.
They got the dog smell. Even if you bathe them, like they're
Their
fucking
dogs
animals.
are gonna get sweaty. They're gonna piss everywhere. You know, they're dogs.
No, they don't. Well, they don't piss in the house.
Well, I
but,
mean, like, I just
but you have to be careful too when you vacuum like carpet the dogs are on. You have to like then not let that like filth set, because then it like gets like sticks to the filter, and then when you run the vacuum
Oh
it just
yeah.
smells like,
So is that why that does that? Okay.
yeah.
I've had
Yeah, you
several
gotta-
vacuums that did that growing up. Like when I was a kid, I remember.
you
Like,
just gotta, I mean it still works, but it just like the whole house smells like dog, right? Okay,
every time you
so
turn it on, yeah, it's just blowing that dog smell in the house.
so
Yeah.
so what I did was like, I need to go get some of this fucking powder, this carpet powder that you get. It's supposed to like help with the dog odor. I don't know if it actually works. I know my dad was really big into it growing up. I don't even know why. We didn't really have.
My family was too, dude. Yeah.
It was like
Shelby
it's
can't
like-
use it because it gives her an asthma attack. That's why we don't buy it anymore. But
I have to be careful which one I get because it gives me a headache because I have hyperosmia. Because again, anything that's really potent, good or bad, will give me a fucking massive headache because I have
Yeah.
a sensitive nose. Going back to that Asian market you went to, I can't go in it, not because the smell is bad or good, because it's too strong.
yeah,
Like,
because you hate
it's just
culture.
like-
Yeah, it's too strong. Yeah.
yeah. Um,
I'm so
anyways,
mature, dude. I'm so smart and so mature.
I was like, okay, I need to go get some windshield wiper fluid. I need some of this carpet, and there was something else I needed too. And I was like, I'm just gonna go to the Dollar General because like fuck it, I don't want
Hell
to
yeah,
spend $25 on 3 items. I'd rather spend $12 on 3 items. I don't even know what the third one was. So I go in and I see the thing. I find what I'm looking for. Okay, great, got it, cool. Pick it up, bring it home, spray it, all upstairs. And I'm like, damn, it's strong stuff. But I'm like, oh, maybe I've just not had it in a while. So like my nose is just like not used to it. Okay. And I vacuum and I set it and I'm like, this is really strong. I'm just going to vacuum it up, whatever. And then like, it was so strong, bro. It was
Even
so,
after you vacuumed it up, was it like?
dude, it was so fucking strong. And I like opened the windows. It was so strong. And like, you could smell it downstairs. So what the fuck? All right. So then I was like, what scent is this? And I fucking walk upstairs and I look at this fucking thing. And
Yeah.
you know what I got, Jacob? I didn't get
I mean, I know what
carpet
you got.
cleaner.
Yeah, but
I didn't get carpet cleaner. I got fucking cat litter deodorizer.
hell yeah, dude. You deodorized the shit out of your house, though.
It worked.
Yeah,
it
dude. You
fucking
you
worked.
can smell anything because you were dead from the from how strong it was.
So, same brand, same color box.
These same
The
exact boxes.
only difference is that one was a cat in a litter box. The other is with a picture of a cat and a dog side by side.
I could add the pictures in on the video feed. That'd be sick. That'd be a fun little.
And I know 100% that I grabbed the right one. So I don't know what the fuck happened.
Man. But see, like, okay.
But hold on.
Okay.
The funny part, the reason why it's so funny to Christina is because I sat on this knowledge for weeks. I didn't want to fucking tell nobody.
Yeah, it is the first time that
anybody.
I think that I can remember that you've messed up. And I say messed up lightly because you did technically get the job done. It was just not with the right,
It's yeah.
materials.
And so we're sitting there eating dinner, and I just was like, you know what? Now's a good time. Enough time has passed. And I was just like, you remember a couple weeks ago when I got that really strong carpet deodorizer.
Just
And
like,
she was
it's like randomly, like, yeah, because you could have just let it go. You could have just like, it could have never been a thing. You could have just tossed the box away. You could have just thrown it away and been like, hey, we're just not going to talk about this. No.
but I
But
couldn't. Like I don't know. It just like we were eating dinner and I,
it's like, we have to talk. And she's like, oh, great, something's happened. Okay, cool. And you're like, you sit down, you're super serious. And you're like, I buy cat litter deodorizer. Yeah.
that's what I told her. I was like, so you remember how strong it was? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, turns out. And then she just starts like, I was like, I bought the wrong thing. And she's like, what did you buy? And I'm like, cat litter deodorizer. And she fucking lost it.
It's so funny.
She thought I was fucking with her. And then she's just like, do you still have it? And I'm like, yeah, it's upstairs. And so she went and took a picture and
Why
sent
did you
snaps
keep
to
it,
all of
though?
her.
Yeah,
And
like,
then
why
she
did you
snaps
keep
to all of her
it?
friends, and then was like fucking, telling all.
Hey, man, hey, it's good to know that you're human sometimes, because like you're always on top, you're always right, and it's not like I don't say that in maligning you in any way. No, like it's a good feature that you have, like, but it's good to see that you're human. Every
I'm
time.
not
you
flawless,
make mistakes.
Jacob.
Yeah, you make mistakes. It's okay, man.
Does that make me more endearing as a human, as a person now?
I think so, dude. I think that people probably they probably like are more endeared with you now than ever before. So
Maybe. Um, we're gonna do something this week where we're gonna record 2 episodes
yeah.
because you have decided to fucking go somewhere next week. You don't have to dox yourself.
I mean, I'm
It's
just
fine.
going down to the middle of the state like I do every year. You're not gonna know where I'm staying, but I'm going to Chattanooga and I'm gonna go
That's
to
not
the
the middle of the state, bro.
aquarium.
That's the fucking south of the state.
It's basically in the middle of the state.
No, Nashville's the middle of the state, bro.
Mm, it's
Do
like
not
right
argue with
below
me.
right below Nashville. Nashville is where they
No,
make all
it's
the
not.
whiskey.
No, it's not. It's not even. No, it's not.
You
You're
know,
wrong.
I'm
Just
not gonna
take
lie
this
to
L.
you. I don't quite know where Chattanooga is. I know that it's 3 hours away. So
It's not 3 hours,
with kids,
dude.
it's 3
It's
hours away. So
how many times are you stopping?
you got to
bro?
stop for dinner. You got to stop for lunch. You got to stop to go pee 4 or 5 times.
Bro, if it takes you 3 hours, you can get to Atlanta in 3 hours.
dude, Atlanta's like a 6-hour drive, man.
No, it's not.
And then don't even get me started how long it take to get to Myrtle Beach. That's like a 9-hour
That's
drive.
that's like 8.
Yeah, dude, that's.
Lexington is 3.
It's been a
Nashville
while.
is 3.
I guess it's been like
Cincinnati
a whole year
is
since
4.
we've been. I don't know exactly. Remember
Asheville's
how
an hour and a
long.
half. Charlotte's 3.5. We live in a place where like there's a lot of drivable places, and it's so weird that you just like decide not to go anywhere. But
Hey, I'm
um,
going to the most beautiful city that I can think of, and that's Chattanooga. Shouts out
you're gonna
Chattanooga.
you're gonna go to that big fountain.
What big fountain?
There's a big like public fountain you can go to.
Maybe.
It's like it's like a walkway. It's like
I
a walk.
think
There's
that
like a walk.
yeah, I think that was there last time, but I don't remember exactly. It's supposed to
I mean,
rain,
it's been-
but of course,
it's been there for a
but,
while. Of course it is.
but that's the aquarium,
Um,
dude. The aquarium's so cool. Love the aquarium. I can go the entire time. I could just go to the aquarium the whole time. I'd be fine. They have a good kids museum, so cool. So
I can go to the aquarium once every like 10 years. I need all the animals to die off and then get resupplied with new ones.
man, that's heartless.
It's I just don't like. It's like you go to the zoo all the time. I just okay.
Kids
okay,
love it,
like,
man. It's free entertainment.
Red panda's super cute. I'll absolutely. But like, if I can't hold the red panda,
See
then
it every
I'm
day.
done.
You're like, it's red panda again. You know.
Yeah, whatever. But I was thinking the other day, like, what is the strip club? It's this thing. This is not a commentary on the strip club, but there's a certain clientele that likes to frequent a strip club, or so I hear. I don't know. But like when you're 18 years old, is it 18 or 21? What's the legal age to go to a strip club?
I had to be 18. You can't drink, but obviously, but it's like you're an adult technically.
I mean,
so,
you can be you can be a dancer at 18. So
I would
I feel
assume
like
it's 18. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably 18. So like 18 to 25, like that's just the thing you do. Like you're young, you go, whatever. Okay, great. Then I feel like the older you get, the less acceptable it becomes. But in saying that, the the like 60% of the clientele is probably 55 and older.
Yeah.
And that is kind of weird.
I'd
But
say
but
they're probably funding the strip club itself. The
right,
women,
that's the thing.
workers
It's like
there, the
they're like
employees,
rich,
yeah.
lonely old men, and they'll just, you know, go drop $1,000 in a night, and it's like that's great for the people who are there. But then, like, if you told me, you know, hey, I went to the strip club this week, and I'd be like, oh, interesting. But like 10 years from now, you tell me that, and I'd be like, are you sure
Okay.
that's okay?
All
You
right.
know,
You know.
like you're about to reach the age where, yeah, you're about to age out.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the need for having old rich men there because because again, they do fund it.
Yeah,
But a lot of the times I would argue that those are probably like the worst clients to have in the play because they're the ones that like
because they equate money to power.
money to yeah to like, oh, I'm paying you, so you can't be upset at me if I accidentally, bump your butt or something like that, and it's like, no, you don't act like that, bro. That's
The
not
rules in the
cool.
strip club are weird too. Like certain ones are like literally you can't touch. There's certain ones that you can touch.
You better be paying though.
I mean, yeah, and it's just like, I don't.
I would okay.
It
The
feels. Here's the thing.
necessity of the clientele being there. I would argue, like, yeah, they are a necessity, but does that make them any less creepy? No, I think that once you hit like 40, I would argue 40 years old, unless it's for like some kind of
I
your
said 10 years from
friends.
now.
Yeah, your friends are going for something, and you're like, hey, let's go. Even then, it doesn't matter to me really the circumstances. Like, it still feels like creepy, dude. Like, it's like.
I mean, I'm a very open person, but I'm a bit more reserved when it comes to that sort of things. Like, I don't know how many friends I have that I would be completely comfortable with doing that.
It's just not my bag of tea, dude. Honestly, because like,
That's just,
hey,
I mean, I'm
and
if honestly, hot take, it feels unearned.
that's the thing too. Is like, why would I want to go to a strip club to get like a boner in front of all my friends? It's like it doesn't feel like because that's the whole thing about like if a person is
Feels
up there on
disingenuous
stage.
because you're literally paying for it.
But I mean, not even just that. But it's just like, what am I getting out of this if I'm with my bros, right? If is it like, are they trying to see if I get an erection? Like, is it like if I don't get an erection, it feels like I've money wasted, right? Because what are you
But then they're
throwing
gonna be like,
ones out
"Oh,
there?
bro, is bro gay? Is bro gay?"
Yeah, and it's the whole thing. Like, but even if I was, it's like, hey, who cares? First of all, second of all, like,
Right.
it just to me, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't have a strip club blowing in my body, but I understand that it's an essential part of like some people's like, way of life, like their living or whatever that they make, and it's like, hey, get that bag, any way you
Yeah,
can.
I'm.
Male,
This is not
female,
a. This
doesn't
is not.
matter. But
Yeah,
it's
this is not a commentary on like the existence. I think like, hey, if you can
It's just
show
not
your
my
tits
tea,
and make
dude.
75, $80,000 a year, then by all means,
If I
go
can
right
do
ahead.
that, you better believe I'm changing
Yeah,
professions.
but for me personally, it's just like the whole thing feels unearned. It's like it's not. You're not special. You're not unique. You're not like she's not doing it for you. She's doing it for a paycheck, which is fine.
And maybe
Which
that's
is
the
fine.
issue that a lot of people run into is like they feel like, oh, hey, I'm giving you this money, like it's like, and that's where
I
the
mean, I get
whole
that it feels a little bit more different if you have you go to the private room and it's a private lap dance. It's a bit different, I guess. I can't speak from experience.
I don't, yeah.
Um,
That sounds
so
like, and then there's the whole like, oh, what if you and the wife are like trying to spice things up and you go to a strip club together, and it's like, I just I don't get it, I don't understand the appeal anymore, and like maybe
if
that's
Shelby went to you and was like, "I want to go,"
fucking go at it, girl, go get it,
no, are
go
you
get
gonna
some
go with her?
tits. I don't, I just
No, if
don't.
she's asking you, "Let's go," me and
Oh,
you,
if she's
let's go.
asking me to go, I guess so. Yeah. Am I gonna be uncomfortable? Probably. Because like, what am I supposed to like?
You're
What
probably
am I
uncomfortable when you
doing
see her
there?
naked, though.
That's I. She fucking brushed my arm. I'd be hard as a rock, dude. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't take much. So like my thing is like, why am I there? Is like, I don't
So then,
my brain can't comprehend it because there's no point for me being there. It's not like I can't get it up. I don't have issue. I have a hard time keeping it down, to be honest. So it's like I don't understand why I'm at the strip club. Like, and it feels like an outdated profession to me. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people like rely on
does
it.
it make in this situation, like you all go, does your anxiety like kick in? It's like, am I like,
I have
is
a
she?
panic attack. Yeah, I have a panic attack at the strip club. They come and check
But
on me.
then
They're topless. I have even more of a panic attack because like I don't know how I'm supposed to react. They're like, what is this a test? Is this a test? Is that what this is?
you pass out and you have like a raging hard on.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man.
But like, are you like aware, like of like, is your wife going to be watching to see if you get
Yeah,
hard on?
that's what I'm saying.
And
Is it
then
a
it's
test?
like, am I supposed to? Am I? Not?
I just look at her like, what am I supposed to do here?
It's
What is it? What reaction are you looking for? Like, I don't understand. Like,
It is a nightmare scenario for you.
man, and I just don't. There's no point in it for me. Like, I just. But then again, it's like I feel like
You're like, I'm not having a good time, and then it's like, how are you not having a good time? There's a bunch of pretty ladies showing their tits everywhere. It's just like, you don't understand.
yeah, and that's like my thing is like that's the problem. But like I don't. What am I supposed to do? Like, okay, cool, you have your tits out, nice. That's a neat trick you got there. They look great. You're having a good time. Awesome.
How much money do you want? How
Like,
much money
just-
can I give you for me to leave?
Yeah, like what is the check? What's the checkbox I gotta check before I get out of here? Huh? What are you looking for? You want me to have a panic attack, a meltdown? I don't know. Like what? You want me to cum in my pants? I can do that. I guess. I don't know. Fucking. How do I get out of this situation?
You'd have the worst case of bubble gut, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And then it's
You
like,
get gassy when you get antsy.
I don't think so. I think it's
You
more
don't get
just
stomach
like,
cramps.
no, it's more so just like, I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't been like antsy in a hot minute, but it's kind of like just, I guess at the concert, it was more just like nerves, just trying to figure out like the vibe, get like butterflies. Is that like in your stomach where it's like, you don't know what to do, but I don't know, man.
Well, before we go, we can't leave without talking about fucking AI, Microsoft. Ugh.
I mean,
Two,
we don't,
two
it's-
shitty concepts, Microsoft and AI.
man, I mean, it feels stupid, right? But this is obviously
we
like,
didn't say what it was. So basically, there's like a new AI program that's being pushed out by Microsoft that will record everything you do, and to me, that's called fucking like what's like Trojanware or whatever the fuck.
yeah, it's everything you were not supposed to.
spyware.
Yeah, it's everything you were supposed to not download onto your PC, but now it's packaged up by Microsoft, and it's under the umbrella of like, oh, this is for you. This is to help you
It's
out.
that whole thing where, oh well, if it's not the U.S. government spying on you, then no one can spy on you.
Yeah, and it's like, it really does feel like the future to me. Like this is the trajectory that we're going on, where it's like they're gonna use this AI and they're gonna use anything they can to like absorb as much data as they can from you, because it's under the guise of like, we're trying to make your life easier. It's just trying to help you. It's convenience. Don't you want your computer to be able to like recall something you closed out 7 weeks ago? When you were in a frenzy of like, what do I do? And here it is. Here's that thing you were looking up, and like remind you all over it again. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't need it to track my every movement. That gives me more anxiety. So it's like
You have no privacy.
nah, man. And then it gets to the whole question of like, hey, do you really have any privacy if like you're using their system and stuff like that? Like, what kind of right to privacy do we have if like, this is a product they're providing us, most of the time for free. So how do you fight the system? That's what I want to know. Somebody tell me.
Can't.
Fucking
Well, you wouldn't do anything anyways. You would sit on the sideline and be like, "Hey, go team."
yeah, because I'm one guy. How am I gonna do anything?
Why? What? What's with the voice?
I don't know. I imagine that like if I was in a movie and I was gonna be portrayed as like the savior of Earth, I'd want to be
You're
like
fucked.
I would not have a Boston accent. But hey, it's aliens coming! Look out!
That's not Boston.
Hey, look out there! Like
No,
I gotta work on that.
Khakis.
I'd probably have Mark Wahlberg play me. I think.
Oh God, I'd never watch it. That dude has one good movie.
Oh, the other guys was really good. Their job, him and Will Ferrell together. Jesus Christ, like that was.
The Departed.
I don't know what that is. I haven't seen it.
The Departed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, you need to just come over. We need to watch a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
You need to expand your horizons.
I could live in your storage closet.
Yeah,
and
just bring a bed.
Watch movies all the time.
There's a fan in there now and a dehumidifier.
Dude, crushing it. That's all I need to live. I don't even need a closet in the closet.
There's a mini fridge right outside the door.
grab a beverage, anytime I
Grab
need
a
it.
bevy, bro. There's no TV though. I do have a spare TV that's not in use.
There you go, man. I got like 17 TVs. Are you kidding me? I don't need another TV. I'll bring my
3 of
own.
them are for me.
Yeah, man. I accumulate TVs because eventually I'm gonna do something with them. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's so funny because your office used to look like you were in the Matrix or some shit. You had
Hey,
like
it
five.
still
You
kind
had
of
like
does. I had
5.
4 monitors. Okay, I only went down
That's
to one
so
monitor. Yeah.
Dude, I was miffed to realize that you'd been playing Hunt on one monitor.
I mean, do you not?
I have 2.
Yeah, but you like landscape it across the two?
Mhm.
That's weird, man. That's wow.
Why do you think I'm so much better than you?